What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And I'm coming at you guys with this SoundFall impressions video. Boy, oh boy, I'm really excited when making this one. I know you guys are going to enjoy this video and enjoy the gameplay, but let's get straight into it, right? So let's get the details out the way. SoundFall, right? SoundFall came out on May 11th, 2022. It is published by Noodle Cake and it is developed by Drastic Games. And listen, let me tell you how I found this game, right? I found this game off of just like searching through YouTube, right? And this is, this is the power of really taking a chance on a game, which I'm glad that I did. I was searching through YouTube. I saw the trailer for this game. I watched the trailer. Very fast-paced twin stick shooter. The music that was playing was pretty dope, very colorful, very vibrant, and I'm just like, hey man, you're talking to me. You got me sold. Then I found out I could buy this game like right now, so I picked the game up, right? And I'm really glad that I did, man. If you follow me on YouTube or if you watch WUPs for the past couple weeks, you know that I have been singing the praise for this game, and that's because I really mean it when I say this game really has me hooked. It's really dope. I got about 20 hours in the game so far. I've got all the characters now, so it's really fun to really play with everybody and see how everybody plays, right? But let's start with the story, just a little bit of the story. So SoundFall, it takes place, the main character, or I guess the first character you play as, her name is Melody, right? So the way things happen is, Melody is on her way to work. She's a barista at some type of coffee shop. And when she gets to work, she gets sucked into this musical world called Symphonia. And when she gets to the musical world, she realizes that she has like these, special abilities and things like that she can use to defeat an enemy called the Discordians. So the premise of the game is, in Symphonia, music is free, it flows naturally, it's a very powerful and great thing. But the Discordians are trying to disrupt the natural flow of music. So your job is to protect that natural flow and snuff out the Discordians, because the flow of music is on beat, it's very upbeat and everything like that, and the Discordians are trying to take it off beat and all this crazy stuff. It's actually a pretty unique story and how they got it going. I actually appreciate that. So one of the things that I really love about this game is actually the mechanics of this game. If you know me, you know that I love mechanics when they're done right, especially unique mechanics that work with the gameplay. So the way the gameplay works for this game is, it's a twin stick shooter, but it's a twin stick shooter that you have to play on beat, right? And I know that's like, huh? What do you mean? You shoot your weapon as you normally would, right? But if you shoot your weapon off beat, your weapon will not do as much damage, which I'm like, yo, that's, hey, what? And it's funny because when I first was playing, I'm like, wait, what? How are you supposed to be on beat? But what they have, and you can see it at the bottom of the screen, is the metronome, right? Which the metronome helps you stay on beat, and it's different songs that play for each level. So for whatever song is playing for that level, you have to stay on beat for the level and be able to do more damage to the enemies. And you have your damage chain. The higher the chain, the more damage the more damage your gun does. And the higher your score will be at the end, all those different things, right? And I'm telling you, when I first was playing, it was really hard to not really hard, but I had to really work to wrap my brain around that, because I'm just like, all right, I'm just so used to just shooting and doing what I do. But in this game, you need to definitely work to make it, you need to definitely be more strategic and make it work for you, because not every weapon is built the same. So you have what's called a minette, 16ers, a serenade weapon, and all different type of weapons that also shoot on a different type of beat. So in order to make the music work with the type of gun that you're using, you have to make sure that you're on beat for both, and the way the gun shoots is very different. Some guns are single shots, some guns are all automatics, where you shoot for a couple beats and then you have to press the button again and keep shooting on beat, which is pretty cool. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually really, really, really dope, man. I have to admit, man, this game really is amazing and impressive. But one of the other things too that I really enjoy about this game is also the levels, right? You'll see a couple of levels here as we go through, and uh the reason why I love these levels so much is because, like, like I said, they're very different and very unique. The first world's levels are pretty basic because it's trying to get you through, it's trying to help you get acclimated, right? But once you start getting to the second world, third world, fourth world, and you go through those missions and things like that, you see, like you see here in this world here, there's a lot of things going on the screen. It's got rockets being shot at me. There's a ton of different enemies. The enemy variety is pretty large as well. I like it. And then you got like turrets and things like that. You got armored enemies. You've got like kind of like the floor is lava type of thing, where like there's certain beams that'll be shot at you and you got to be able to kind of dash through them. Those things I think are really dope about this game as well. Another thing I really like too is the fact that with this game you can it's got some pretty cool RPG elements, right? So with the RPG elements, you got your armor, you got your different weapons, you got your special weapon, right? And you've got like a power up ability that buffs your specific type of power. So there's 5 different characters that you can use in this game, but with the power up abilities that you have, you can build each character up how you want based on their specialty. So for instance, in this clip here, I'm using Bright, right? And with Bright, she is a shield character. So she specializes, her special weapon is a shield, right? And to kind of explain real quick how that works, each character, so the characters' names are Melody, Jackson, Lydia, Bright, and the last one I think his name is Jason. And when you go through a specific level, you go through what's called like a shrine for each character, or a temple, I should say. And within that temple, each character will get their special weapon that's based on their personality. So for Melody, it's a sword. For Jax, it's an axe. For Lydia, it's a bow and arrow. For Bright, it's a shield. And for Jason, it's a scythe. And they all work in tandem together. So what you can do is in the game, you can make it to where I like to use Bright because she's more of like a tanky type of character, especially with the shield, where she could block projectiles and things like that. So when I use her, I use the shield bash to kind of smack into enemies and dodge block a lot of the projectiles that's going, so that I could get in closer and do what I got to do. Melody with the with the sword, you can slash that 3 or 4 times and do some pretty big damage there. This game really is dope when it comes to the combat and the RPG elements and things like that, and the fact that you could play with up to 4 friends, I think is really dope as well online. Like, it's got 4-player online co-op, which again, I think that is really cool, and local co-op if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, the worlds are pretty unique. The combat is pretty tough, right? And all in all, man, I really think this game is really dope. I think this is something that people should really check out. I think it's maybe $20 on the PlayStation Store right now. And it's a lot of story here, man. There's a lot to do here. Like, it's not just 4 worlds. There's like 6-8 worlds, right? I'm just now getting through to the city world, which is like the 4th or 5th world. But there's still a lot more to the map and what you're able to do. It's pretty sizable. You get what I'm saying? So listen, man, SoundFall, for me right now, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm enjoying the experience. Despite it being very chaotic and very hectic in terms of the combat, it's still like a very relaxing game, especially with the music. The music with this game is really dope, man. Like, I really do love the music for this game. I gotta be honest, man. I've actually downloaded I've downloaded quite a few songs from the game on my iTunes and Apple Music, right? So, like I said, this game really is a unique experience that I really can appreciate, man. I've been singing the praises of this for a couple weeks. From Persona, I'm really loving the game. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm so glad that I picked this up, and I'm putting my time into it. The platinum for this game is pretty tough, though. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's damn near next to impossible. You really got to be super dedicated. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the platinum, but I am gonna finish the story, do all the missions, and try to get as much trophies as I can. Because like I said, if you're playing by yourself or even playing with friends, I think this game is pretty dope, and it has a lot of different difficulty levels, right? I think it's got like 5 or 6 different difficulty levels in the game. And like I said, the RPG elements and all the other stuff that comes with this game, I think it's pretty solid. I think it's a really solid experience, and I do think you're going to put a sizable amount of time into this game, especially for the price, especially for what you're doing and what you're getting. It's fun. The music is fun. It's unique, right? And it keeps you on your toes, which I can appreciate, right? So shout out to Noodle Cake, shout out to Drastic Games. I'm enjoying this game, man. Definitely, for me, man, it gets that Persona seal of approval, right? Definitely check the game out. And, I really appreciate y'all, man. I hope you enjoyed this first impressions, or not even first impressions, just impressions. It's not first, but I hope you enjoyed this impressions of SoundFall. It's out now on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and it has cross-buy as well. So, you can, if you buy it on PS5 or buy it on PS4, you'll get the PS5 version. So, check it out, man. Check it out and let me know what you think, man. Listen, guys, it's been your boy Persona. I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I'm out of here. Peace.